Welcome to Wonderwave. Today we're embarking on an extraordinary journey through time, tracing the ancient paths of one of history's most significant trade networks, the Silk Road. But this isn't just any tale of trade and commerce. This is the untold story. The secrets, the cultural exchanges, and the remarkable impacts that shape civilizations across continents. From the bustling markets of the East to the mysterious deserts of Central Asia, the Silk Road is more than just a route. It's a legend woven into the very fabric of our world. The birth of the Silk Road? Let's begin by traveling back over 2,000 years to a time when the Silk Road was born. Contrary to popular belief, the Silk Road wasn't a single road, but a network of interconnected trade routes stretching over 7,000 miles. It linked China with the Mediterranean, crossing deserts, mountains, and vast plains. The origins of the Silk Road can be traced to the Han Dynasty in China around the 2nd century BCE. The Chinese, eager to establish diplomatic relations and trade with the West, sent envoys westward, leading to the opening of these routes. But why was it called the Silk Road? Silk, the luxurious fabric that symbolized wealth and status, was the most sought-after commodity and became the namesake of this vast trade network. The cultural exchange beyond commerce. While silk was the star of the show, the Silk Road facilitated much more than just the exchange of goods. It was a melting pot of cultures, ideas, religions, and technologies. As merchants and travelers moved along the Silk Road, they didn't just carry goods, they carried stories, traditions, and beliefs. Buddhism, for example, spread from India to China and other parts of Asia through the Silk Road. Alongside trade caravans, Buddhist monks traveled, establishing monasteries and spreading their teachings. Similarly, Zoroastrianism, Christianity, and Islam found new followers as they moved along these ancient paths. Art and architecture also flourished due to the cultural exchanges along the Silk Road. The famous Dunhuang caves in China, adorned with exquisite Buddhist murals, are a testament to the blending of Indian, Persian, and Chinese artistic influences. The role of nomadic tribes. Now, let's delve into a less-known aspect of the Silk Road, the pivotal role played by the nomadic tribes of Central Asia. These tribes, often seen as barbarians by settled civilizations, were in fact crucial to the functioning of the Silk Road. The Scythians, Yuezhi, and later the Mongols, among others, controlled vast stretches of the Silk Road. Their knowledge of the harsh terrains, their skills as warriors, and their ability to establish and maintain trade routes made them indispensable. These tribes not only protected caravans, but also acted as intermediaries, facilitating trade between distant lands. However, their dominance also brought challenges. The control of the Silk Road was often contested, leading to conflicts that could disrupt trade for years. The rise and fall of empires along the Silk Road were closely tied to the power and influence of these nomadic tribes. The Silk Road wasn't just a conduit for goods and ideas, it was also a highway for technological advancements. Papermaking, for instance, was one of the most significant technologies that spread from China to the West through the Silk Road. The Chinese invention of paper revolutionized communication and record-keeping in the Islamic world and eventually in Europe. Gunpowder, another Chinese invention, also made its way to the West along the Silk Road. Its impact on warfare was profound, leading to the development of firearms and changing the face of combat forever. But it wasn't just Chinese inventions that traveled westward. Technologies flowed in both directions. The knowledge of glassmaking, developed in the Mediterranean, reached China via the Silk Road, influencing Chinese glass production. The dark side of the Silk Road. While the Silk Road is often romanticized, it wasn't without its darker aspects. The route was perilous, fraught with dangers such as bandits, harsh climates, and treacherous landscapes. Many traders lost their lives in the unforgiving deserts or to the hands of marauders. Additionally, the Silk Road was a conduit for disease. The most infamous example is the spread of the Black Death in the 14th century. The plague, which devastated Europe and Asia, is believed to have traveled along the Silk Road, carried by merchants and their goods. This tragic consequence reminds us that the Silk Road was not just a route of prosperity, but also of peril. The decline of the Silk Road. As we approach the end of our journey, let's explore the decline of the Silk Road. By the late 15th century, the Silk Road had lost its significance. Several factors contributed to its decline. The rise of maritime trade routes offered a faster and safer alternative to the overland Silk Road. European explorers like Vasco da Gama discovered sea routes to Asia, bypassing the dangerous and costly land routes. The fall of the Mongol Empire also played a crucial role. The Mongols had provided a stable environment for trade along the Silk Road, but their decline led to increased conflicts and instability, making the route less viable. Moreover, the spread of the Ottoman Empire in the West and the Ming dynasty's isolationist policies in China further reduced the importance of the Silk Road. By the 16th century, the Silk Road had largely fallen into disuse, marking the end of an era. Legacy of the Silk Road. Despite its decline, the legacy of the Silk Road endures. It laid the groundwork for globalization, connecting East and West in ways that continue to influence our world today. The cultural and technological exchanges that took place along the Silk Road have left an indelible mark on human history. Today, modern initiatives like China's Belt and Road Initiative seek to revive the spirit of the Silk Road, creating new connections between nations. The Silk Road may be a relic of the past, but its story is far from over. Conclusion. And so, as we conclude our journey along the Silk Road, we're left with a deeper understanding of this remarkable network that shaped the course of history. The Silk Road was more than just a trade route. It was a bridge between worlds, a channel for ideas, and a path that connected humanity in ways that are still felt today. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the untold story of the Silk Road. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Wonderwave for more fascinating journeys into history's hidden corners. Until next time, keep wondering.